Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz is with us, Democrat from Florida, former chair of the DNC. Nice to see you, ma'am. Thank you. Staying out in sweltering heat here in old Washington, D.C. Put up a list right now. It's just what we do.
in here. I can handle it.
Oh, okay, I like that. We put up the list right now of the Democrats so far who have said President Biden needs to step aside. Jerry Nadler, longtime Democrat in the Judiciary Committee. Adam Smith, perhaps the most senior now Democrat of Armed Services, who said this. How do you stop the bleeding and more defections in the Democratic Party, as you are someone who supports President Biden continuing?
Well, in the conversations that I've had with my colleagues today throughout the day, it's very clear that we are having conversations with one another. We'll speak in our caucus meeting tomorrow. And the running thread of sentiment that I have gotten from my colleagues is that the overwhelming majority believe that Joe Biden has been the best president we've had in modern times, and that he is our nominee, should be our nominee, and will be our nominee, and that we need to rally together to make sure that we can focus on winning these battleground states, getting voters to turn out, and drawing the extreme contrast between who the Republicans will nominate next week at their convention, a convicted felon who's an adjudicated rapist who has proposed and implemented some of the most extreme policies that would upend our democracy, and the goodness that President Biden represents.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
Has
so
made
I'm
sure
glad you brought up
prescription drug costs.
I'm glad you brought up the Donald Trump issue, and I think it's an important one, because take at face value that it's a genuinely held belief by Democrats, and I think it is genuinely held, whether it's true or not, that Donald Trump is going to end democracy or is a threat to democracy. Fine, fair enough, stipulated. How can you say, given Joe Biden's debate performance, his inability to have events from 10 to 4, his inability to talk to donors without a teleprompter, how is he the best Democrat of all Democrats to face what you all say is an existential threat?
Joe Biden has demonstrated the immense, robust capacity to manage the most significant democracy and be the leader of the free world for 3.5 years. And that robust capacity continues. So I reject the entire premise that you just put forth. Joe Biden has ensured that we had created 15 million jobs and dragged our economy from the devastation from COVID, from Donald Trump's policies, back to the lowest unemployment rate that we've had in modern times. He's lowered prescription drug costs through the Inflation Reduction Act that I was proud to support, capped prescription drug costs for seniors at $2,000, hugely important, especially for seniors in my state, fought to protect Social Security and Medicare when Donald Trump and Republicans want to end it as we know it. He is the absolute antidote to Project 2025, in which
ma'am, I understand the talking. I understand the idea of listing all the things that I understand. All the things.
Points. This is reality.
Right, it is reality, and what I said before is also reality in terms of his inabilities to have events without having teleprompters.
That's quite different.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.